We're back with Portland Mayor Keith Wilson, and President Trump threatening to withhold funding from sanctuary cities, including Portland. We are a sanctuary city, Oregon a sanctuary state for that matter. Yeah. How concerned are you about that?
Well, we are concerned, but we can only control what we can control. We have hundreds of millions of dollars that are expected from the federal government. Our two biggest impacted areas are housing and transportation. If they were to hold back funds, it would have a material change to our city. You know, Portland and Oregon, we're focused on following all state and federal laws. We're just simply going to obligate the federal government and make sure that they're following state and federal laws. They're kind of making it up as they go, and I'm thrilled with Attorney General Dan Rayfield and the other attorney generals that are pushing back and getting injunctions on their supposed programs, but we haven't had any material change to us right now. So we're just going to continue to rely on our Attorney General and the others to just push back and say, if it's not true state law and federal law, then don't bring it to us. Don't affect our city or our outcome. But we haven't had any issues so far. Okay, so right now it's status quo in terms of where we are. That's right. Our relationship with the federal government. Yeah, there is uncertainty, Ken, and there's not a single government that likes uncertainty. So we're monitoring it closely, but we're just going to keep pushing back if they're coming with a chaotic, independent law or rule that they don't have constitutional backing on.
Let's talk about downtown Portland, the central city. We're learning that there could be a foreclosure on Block 216. That's where the new Ritz-Carlton Hotel is. Office vacancies more than 30% in the central city, which affects local tax revenue, which in turn affects the city's ability to pay for services.
That's right.
This is what Echo Northwest economist Mike Wilkerson said on this program. This is way back in December of 2024.
I worry a little bit that we are on the precipice or likely in what economists refer to as an urban doom loop.
And then in February, Echo Northwest said we were indeed in an urban doom loop, which got a lot of attention. But you say that we're in the beginning of an urban boom loop. So what do you mean by that?
All right, let me just first of all address Mike. He does a great job. And we have got to take his words with seriousness. We cannot just try and paper over this with a positive outlook. We're in trouble if we don't act, but we're acting. You see a hopefulness in the downtown streets like I haven't seen in years. Last year, I think we had 35 new retail outlets open. This year in the first quarter, we had 20. So when you think about that information, we're coming back. Now let's look at that office vacancy. We're restoring public safety and cleanliness, and with that, we're going to welcome an influx of jobs and investment and families back to Portland. But we got to not rest. We got to work hard every day in cleaning the streets, ensuring public safety is being felt and perceived by everybody as increasing. So I think we're at the forefront of that boom loop. That's why the governor and I released the systems development charges. We're going to welcome development back fast. We're going to care for our most vulnerable on the street and really help the livability increase as well. We're doing those things that we do. And in my budget, I'm plussing up street cleaning, pothole repair, graffiti abatement, RV and abandoned cars. If there's an RV on the side of the street, I want it gone. It shouldn't be there. Well, those are markers that we're back, that we're going to care for our city and do the basics well and right.
Our anchor, Jeff Gianola, did a special report last week, and he talked to urban planner Maurice Cox, who helped lead downtown Detroit's comeback. Detroit invited artists to adorn buildings, empty storefronts, gave them pop-up spaces for galleries and studios. They say that boosted foot traffic and helped revitalize downtown. Is there value in considering something like that in Portland in the interim with what you're trying to do?
Ken, every idea is a good idea right now. I think we grew for 40 years up until 2018, and we got good at saying no. We don't need that walk bridge, or we don't need to do that day center on the side. So we really push back on permits. We don't have that luxury right now. I saw that segment, and when I saw that segment, I sent it to my entire team, and I said, will this work? And I sent it to my economic advisor, Rayhana Ansari. So we're going to review that, and my answer to you is, if it's a good idea, if it works somewhere else, then we can do it here, and we should investigate how do we get it going. Because, you know, improving livability and changing graffiti art, which is disheveled, into a work of art, the answer would be yes.
All right, so that's something you'll at least take a
Absolutely,
look
yeah.
at.
Yep.
There are some things that bode well for Portland's future, including the James Beard Public Market. The Oregon Senate did pass Senate Bill 110, which authorizes bonds for the building of a baseball stadium if we get a team. Just talk about those parts of what could be part of Portland's future and any other optimistic clouds on the horizon that you see.
You know, Portland is going to be rocking, and that's the goal. So you have the Flock Food Hall, which just opened up, which is downtown, and it's a wonderful place for everybody to convene in downtown Portland. You talked about James Beard. So that is going to be right next to Pioneer Courthouse Square, where we have 15 million visitors a year. And when we get the James Beard Market open, it's going to showcase not just Multnomah County, but the other 35 counties and what makes Oregon great, and that's our food and our agriculture and produce. I got a call from Umatilla County Commissioner Dan Duran as soon as I won, and he said, Keith, I'm bringing a truckload of the world's best watermelons to Pioneer Courthouse Square, and we're getting the seed spitting contest going. And I said, Dan, then we're going to take those over to the James Beard Market, and we're going to sell them to the world through the James Beard Market. MLB, that's exciting. Right? It's going to be the most iconic stadium in the entire nation. Win or lose, it gives us a chance to start getting the red carpet out, not just for MLB, but Portland as a whole. If they choose us, then they're smart. If they don't, then we're left with a clean, clear, clean, safe city, and we all win, whether we win or lose. But there's some transformative, catalytic investments. But it's not just about MLB. When you look at the OMSI district, huge investment in bringing that area back. The Lloyd District, the downtown district, our new urban renewals in East Portland, where we're going to invest in streets and those communities in East Portland. This is the time to catch that Portland magic. And we have the funding, the bonding, and the building all ready to go.
Again, you're presenting your budget on Monday. What is the process with the City Council on finalizing that budget, and when does it need to be final?
Right. So on January 1st, I started meeting with every counselor. I've met with each counselor about 10 times since we took office. I wanted to know what they wanted in that budget. So while we give them the budget on Monday, they're already a part of it. Their DNA is all over it. We give it to them on Monday. We present to them on Wednesday. We deliberate over the next 3 or 4 weeks, and I hope that they'll pass it as is, but I expect some changes to it. But they have a great document. I think it's 95% ready to go. They've got some tweaks and some changes to make, but that's the process. And then once that budget is signed, once those funds and those buckets are funded on July 1st, we start inputting our DNA on the city, on the transformation and revitalization that we all want to see.
Well, one thing I will say is that you have always been positive about the future of the city, even during these challenges. So are you convinced that we can come back?
Absolutely. It's really manifested in the support that we received from the governor, the legislature, and Metro just signed a unanimous ordinance yesterday to fund Portland with $15 million of supportive housing services funds. Never done before. They believe in Portland. I believe in Portland. We have a great plan for our turnaround, and everybody's investing to ensure it occurs.
Portland Mayor Keith Wilson, thank you very much for being on Eye on Northwest Politics. Coming back to the Eye on Northwest Politics.
Thank you, Ken.